Over the last 12 months, federal officers with ICE across the country arrested more than 143,000 individuals for civil immigration violations and successfully removed more than 267,000 aliens, 86% of the people that ICE arrested last year were either convicted criminal or had pending criminal charges. And that percentage has remained largely consistent over the past decade, both in the prior administration and this one. We're here in Dallas today because nearly 17,000 of these arrests were made by the men and women of ERO's Dallas field office, which covers North Texas and the state of Oklahoma. And one of the things which is unique, although it shouldn't be, is that the level of cooperation between state and local law enforcement and our officers here is unsurpassed anywhere in the country. When you have that cooperation, you have these kind of results. You get these criminals off the street. 95% of the people that were arrested by the Dallas field office for immigration violations were convicted criminals or had pending criminal charges, higher than the national average. And while the Dallas office represents the highest number of arrests within ICE ERO, it's merely representative of the great work being done by the dedicated professionals of ERO throughout the country every single day. If you take a look behind what these arrests actually mean, you will see the profound impact that we have upon public safety of this country. Tens of thousands of aggravated felons were taken off the streets last year. They include those with more than 1,900 with convictions or charges for homicide, more than 12,000 with convictions and charges for sexual offenses, more than 45,000 convictions and charges for assault, more than 10,000 weapon offenses. To all those people who say, hey, we need to stop gun violence, we need to get these weapons out of the hands of the criminals, I got one better for you. Why don't we get the criminals out of the country in the first place that don't belong here? It's important to note, and what's troubling from a public safety standpoint, that despite this tremendous work that was done last year, this is a decrease of 10% of overall arrests by ICE ERO last year and 12% when it comes to criminal aliens. What this means in real numbers and in real life and with real victims, that there are 13,000 fewer criminals that we arrested this year than we arrested last year as a direct result of two things: the crisis at the border and sanctuary jurisdictions that fail to cooperate with us. Despite those jurisdictions that have enacted policies and laws that prevent cooperation with ICE, our officers are constantly adapting how we work within these communities, how we do our job, and we will continue to do so. We will never stop doing the work that our professional, dedicated officers do, and it's our congressionally mandated duty to enforce these laws that we enforce.